It is time for one of the more highly anticipated races of this NASCAR Career Mode regular season. It is the first ever race at Bristol with dirt. Yes, the first dirt race in the NASCAR Cup Series since 1970 is upon us. It is the Food City Dirt Race at the Bristol Motor Speedway. This is going to be a very unpredictable yet highly anticipated race on this schedule so far. And for rookie Keegan Schneider coming into this one with 3 consecutive wins in his first 6 career races, maybe his toughest task yet. But he has a career in racing in dirt in his young youth. Maybe he can translate that into what he is able to do in this stock car here today. Welcome everybody into this race. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Our 7th race of the season for the NASCAR Cup Series Career Mode. We're going to take a look at today's starting lineup for the Food City Bristol Dirt Race. On the front row, Denny Hamlin and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with Denny Hamlin starting on the pole. Stenhouse is a great dirt car racer. He, in fact, finished in the top 5 in the Chili Bowl Nationals in 2021. Ty Dillon and Anthony Alfredo will line up in row number 2. Not a lot of dirt racing experience for either one of them, and for the rookie Alfredo, definitely going to have one of his tougher tasks of the season. Cody Ware and William Byron will be lined up in row number 3. Byron, known dirt racing experience in this one, but we'll see if that Hendrick Chevy can do what the Hendrick Chevys have done mostly this year. That is win. Hendrick's got 4 of the first 6 races won this year. Byron has 1 of them. BJ McLeod and Kyle Larson will be in row number 4. Larson probably the one to look out for today. He is a 2-time Chili Bowl National winner. He won the Knoxville Nationals in 2021 in real life, as well as the Kings Royal at Eldora for the World of Outlaw Sprint Car Series. He is the best and more well-known dirt racing driver in NASCAR full-time today. Look for Larson to be a competitor in this one. Daniel Suarez and Joey Logano in row number 5. Logano won this race in real life in 2021. Daniel Suarez led over a quarter of the race in that said 2021 Bristol Dirt Race. Field pacing itself now, and the green flag is waving. We're underway in the inaugural Food City Bristol Dirt Race. Ooh, Schneider going up the track a little bit, turns 1 and 2. Part of why he doesn't like this bottom lane. Got into Matt DiBenedetto a little bit there off the start, trying to hold his position. And drifts right to the outside where he will be running most of the night in turns 3 and 4. We'll see how cleanly we can get through this race today. That meaning as far as cautions go, with no scheduled cautions for no stage breaks, it's going to be very interesting to see what will come of this race, because I'm not sure if we're going to have to make a stop or not. Somebody who's got the wall just up ahead. I think it was James Davidson in the 15. Bubba Wallace with a big-time slide job. He gets loose all the way down to the bottom of the track. Schneider with a little bit of contact with BJ McLeod. One thing you don't want to do here at Dirt Bristol is go 3 wide. It seems like they don't really give you a lot of room to be able to do it. So Schneider lifts in line behind the 15 of James Davidson. McLeod was on his inside. Schneider still sitting in 31st. Hasn't gained or lost a spot so far. Got in the back of Davidson. Almost turned him. And in fact, it did knock him down into the side of the 78 of McLeod. Small bounce off the wall. Now into the back of Davidson again, it looks like. Schneider walking way up the hill after the contact, gets into the wall.
3 wide, 2 down there. 3 wide, 2 down there. 3 wide, you're up top. Got 1 left.
Ooh, Logano tags that left rear corner panel now. I don't know how he got in the back, but Thought he was supposed to start up at
Still there.
yeah, he qualified 10th, I
All
thought.
clear.
That's
Rewind.
really weird. Oh, man. Schneider got into James Davidson again, and then again bounces into the wall immediately after. Schneider's getting held up. He knows he's got a faster car than this, but
2 inside, you're 3 wide. 2 inside, you're 3 wide. 3 wide, 2 down there.
3 wide again. Davidson squeezes him into the wall. Schneider may have to go down to the bottom of the racetrack to try and make a pass on James Davidson. That's something he wants to do. Oh, DiBenedetto got sideways up there off the exit of turn 2, and I thought he was going to get into the wall. Schneider's trying to get around James Davidson down low, and he completes the pass. Nice little slide job. So Schneider was able to pass James Davidson on the inside. Took him a full lap pretty much to get it done, but he's lost 2 spots since the start of the race. Wants to get going again. Great run off the exit of turn 2. Dive bombs to the inside. Slides up in front of Corey LaJoy. So 2 textbook slide jobs on back-to-back laps here for the 48 of Schneider. Now he goes back to the outside again. Looking to make a pass on the 78 of BJ McLeod. Can't quite clear him off the exit of turn 2. Schneider gets into the back of Bubba Wallace.
Clear, clear, clear. 3 wide, middle.
Wallace, an Eldora Dirt winner in the Truck Series.
All clear. Got 1 right. Got 1 right.
Wow, McDowell really started his corner way down low. Schneider again into Wallace. He's really
Clear all around.
beating quite a few cars up in the early going to this one.
3 wide, you're up top.
We go 3 wide to the outside.
2
As
inside.
long as they're not 3 wide off the exit of the corner, you can go into the corner 3 wide and have a little bit of room. It really widens out in the center, but it is very risky to be able to try and clear as many cars as you can to not be 3 wide off the exit. Schneider's starting to get in a little bit more of a rhythm now. Timing out where he wants to brake in the corner, where he wants to get back in the gas. Wallace is moving forward on that bottom lane since he finally got down there. He's passed about 3 cars over the last 4 laps, looking for a 4th on Casgrell in the 16. Here comes the 48 of Schneider down low. He's going to have to lift. Oh, Blaney gets into the side of Grell. It's a good thing Schneider lifted to get out of the way. The 16 got into him down the front straightaway. That holds him back. Blaney made a little contact with Wallace, trying to make a pass underneath him in turns 1 and 2.
Stay right. Stay right. Clear, clear. 1 left. Clear, clear. Stay right. Clear, clear, clear. 1 left. Still there. Still there. Clear, clear.
Bubba Wallace underneath Michael McDowell in the 34. Schneider got a really good run off the exit of the corner. Oh, man, he never got into Wallace. I think the 34 McDowell actually got into the wall, then got into the 23. Wallace and McDowell make more contact. Turns 1 and 2. Those two have a history at Bristol. The All-Star race in 2020. Little mini feud there where it ended up pretty much resolving itself after the race. Quietly, I guess. Both drivers were upset in post-race interviews. Michael McDowell had turned Bubba Wallace in turn 3 in the open, leading into the All-Star race as they were trying to race their way in. After Wallace had put a bump and run on him just the lap before. Schneider's still in 28th. It feels like he's moved forward quite a bit. He's only gained 3 spots. Already at lap 20, and Chase Elliott in the 9 is closing in fast. So Elliott's leading the early going to this race, and he might be able to put some of these guys a lap down here before long.
Got 1 right.
Only at lap 21. There you see Elliott. He just passed Ryan Newman into turns 1 and 2. Schneider's like, I've got to go.
Clear, clear. 1 left, 1 left.
He knows that 9 of Elliott's closing in. Alex Bowman, pretty good dirt racer.
2 inside your 3 wide. 3 wide.
That is who drove this 48 car before Schneider stepped in for his rookie season with Hendrick Motorsports this year. Actually went 3 wide off the exit of 2 and never got pinched. Surprisingly, that time by the 14 of Briscoe or the 34 of McDowell. And he was able to carry that speed off the high side one corner to the next in a repeated fashion to make passes, now moving himself up to 25th. Ryan Priest staying low and trying to go down there while Schneider is making some good time on the outside. Priest to the inside of Kyle Busch in the 18 for the time being. Schneider going to really charge hard to the cushion. In the middle of turns 1 and 2. Can he clear Kyle Busch off the exit of the corner? No, he will not. Contact with Busch. All 3 cars are still making contact. And Schneider gets into the side of Daniel Suarez in the 96. Or sorry, that's Ty Dillon in the 96 rather. And Dillon makes a pretty good save. Schneider to 22nd, making the pass on Dillon. Oh, not quite clear yet. He did clear Dillon the lap when that first lap after the contact between the 2 cars, but Ty is obviously charging right back. Schneider to the outside of Almirola. Little contact. Almirola trying to get around the 0-0 of Quinn Houff. Schneider with a really good corner exit. Not sure what lane to go into. Almirola slides down to the bottom of the racetrack. Nothing doing there. Chase Elliott is sawing through the field already. It's lap 27, and only the top 23 are on the lead lap. Speaking of that All-Star race in 2020, Chase Elliott won the dirt, or sorry, not the dirt Bristol, but the Bristol All-Star race in 2020. Somehow, that success is translating to the dirt. Schneider still on the outside of Almirola. He did pass out the last lap. Josh Balicki in 19th for position. Schneider is making headway. 5th time he's gotten into the wall. The 3rd time in the last probably dozen laps alone. Almost pinched off the 10 of Almirola. Lifted a little more. Denny Hamlin looks like he's caught behind a lap car. Matt DiBenedetto right now as well in 4th. Schneider closes on the 8 of Tyler Reddick. Slide job incoming into turns 1 and 2. Schneider slides up in front of Reddick, trying to hold him off. Beautiful slide job. Clean pass. Schneider has broken inside the top 5 for the first time here today. So for the first time today, he is inside the top 5. Looking to continue to go to work. Lap 64 of 250. Long ways to go still in this one. He needs to keep that pressure on. He needs to just continue to stay dialed in. We know he's not as fast on the short run. And if we do have a pit stop at some point, he's going to be lacking on speed again. So he needs to gain as much time as possible now. We'll have to wait and see if we get a caution in this one at all. I doubt this race will go caution-free. No, in this game it's possible. You don't always get cautions for spins, but Benedetto got in front of Hamlin. I mean, he was in front of Hamlin that entire time, which allowed Schneider to catch up in the first place, and Schneider just blew right around both cars on the outside between turns 3 and 4, and then back into 1 and 2 that last time by as well. Schneider made some clean passes. He's up to 4th place, a race high. Harvick in 3rd, William Byron is in 2nd, so Hendrick Motorsports runs 1-2. Harvick and Byron are nose to tail right now. Chastain holding them both up. Schneider right there behind Harvick. Harvick all over the back of the 24. Schneider to the high side. Harvick to the inside. 3 wide for second place. DiBenedetto skates by to the outside of the 42 of Chastain. Harvick stuck on the bottom. Schneider will get around, and it's 1-2-3 for Hendrick Motorsports off turn 4. Schneider has a big run coming on William Byron in the 24. He's got a slide job down to the bottom, all the way up to the outside. Clears William Byron. Byron back to the bottom and gets him back off the exit of turn 2. Schneider hanging in on the top, though. Byron still down low as he hasn't quite been able to clear. More lap traffic incoming. Byron's just got to file himself in line behind the 48. Schneider needed to beat Byron off turn 2 and clear him before they caught the lap car of Michael McDowell. So now Schneider's in second. Still 1-2-3 for Hendrick Motorsports. Byron's about a full second ahead of the 4th place car of Kevin Harvick. Chase Elliott, though, trying to get his first win for Hendrick Motorsports, who has dominated the career mode up to this point. Schneider is going to work right now. Oh, Blaney and Keselowski get together now. Penske teammates. They were 3 wide. Now they're 4 wide. 4 wide in Dirt Bristol. Down to 3 wide off the exit of the corner. Right in front of the second place car of Schneider. And he goes 4 wide to the outside again. He's trying to make it work. Trying to clear as many cars as possible in the cushion of the racetrack. Contact with Buescher. Grazes the outside wall on the front stretch. And he still narrowly makes it through. Oh my goodness, almost got squeezed into the wall again. He had to lift at the last second to let Preece in. Schneider's almost made his way through this mess. Definitely as heavy of lap traffic as we've seen in the race today. Just over a third of the way home as we're at lap 76. Still no sign of Elliott. I think I see him up there, but it's kind of hard to tell. Schneider's definitely got to be the fastest car on the racetrack during this long run. Has to be. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles when we get back to the start-finish line this time by. Not this time by. We'll wait till the next time. 3 wide. Down to the bottom that time. I don't think Schneider's been 3 wide on the inside all day, but he took the advantage. Diamonding off turns 3 and 4 to pass Daniel Suarez and Justin Haley on the front straightaway. Crowd was going nuts again there for some reason. Not sure what's exactly going on. Now we'll alternate through the different camera angles. Schneider to the inside of the 6 of Newman. All the dirt on the front of the front camera. Off of this front bumper cam. I believe is why it's making it dark. I don't know why it's so dark. Overcast skies. 66 degrees for this race today. Schneider definitely being held up right now between Ty Dillon and Bubba Wallace in the lap traffic. Schneider to the top. Cleared the 96 of Ty Dillon. Clears the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Elliott caught behind a lap car of Eric Jones. So Elliott, who looked to be dominating in the very early going to the race, is no longer dominating. And on the long run, it is Keegan Schneider, who may have an actual capability of winning 3 straight races, is running down his teammate Elliott. He's trying to clear the 43 of Eric Jones for the moment. Still on the outside of the Richard Petty Motorsports 43 car. He clears Jones off the exit of turn 4, and now the battle for the lead is on. Elliott to the bottom, checked up. Schneider checked up. He doesn't want to get into his teammate. He's going to try to race him clean like he did with Byron when he battled William for a spot a little bit earlier. Schneider has cleared David Reagan. Elliott caught again. Schneider to the inside of Elliott for the lead into turns 1 and 2. Elliott not giving Schneider a lot of room. Elliott wins the race back to the gas with ease. He had a chance to pull to the bottom underneath to try and clear that 53 car. He didn't do it. Schneider goes back to the outside, and he's going to follow Elliott up here. Back to his preferred lane near the wall. Really close to the wall. Riding the cushion. Trying to make contact with Joey Gase. It was hard to tell for sure. He overshoots turn 3 into the wall. A lot of dirt on the windshield of the race car, making the vision very unclear. A lot of room to try and diamond the corner off again, though. Elliott trying to get back away as he's pulled away from some of this lap traffic. Eric Almirola in the 10 on the inside. Schneider rides up into the wall again, it looked like, off the exit of turn 4. Schneider has not cleared Eric Almirola yet. Crew chief is saying all clear. We were not all clear. Elliott is clear. He's got nothing in front of him for the meantime. Elliott's still got a fast car. Schneider's getting faster on the longer run. Just seems to have a little bit more pace. We go back to the normal camera now. Lap 89. Yeah, if anybody starts to, if the leaders start to pit under green consecutively, Schneider's going to have to pit at some point. So you know there's going to be a caution. Or sorry, you know that there's going to be a pit stop at that point, but it should be just a one stopper if we do have to stop, just because it's only 250 laps. These guys can go at least 150. If I had to guess, probably anywhere between 160 to 180 at the most on fuel if we do have to make a stop. But because it's Dirt Bristol with this game, maybe we don't have to make a stop. I'm not sure. There would be mandatory stops every 50 laps for track prep, but that's not the case either. The caution-free so far, 90 laps in. A love tap there from the 38 of Anthony Alfredo. I think he just got loose off the exit of turn 4. So Schneider's still trying to take his first lead of the race away from Chase Elliott. Been behind him for a little while. He hasn't been able to get around him. Now he gets to the outside. McLeod pulled down the middle of the corner right in front of Elliott. Pit car in play. Schneider will lead at lap 92. His first lap led of the day. His teammate Elliott's still there, though. Now there's 2 lap cars right in front of the 48. Elliott's still on the outside of B.J. McLeod. Busch last car in the lead lap in 11. Busch trying to get under him. I can't tell if he has or not. I believe he did, and they were 3 wide, so Kurt did not give Schneider a lot of room. Schneider gets pinched off again. They're only about a second ahead of Chase Elliott. It takes so much patience. Schneider with a slide job on Christopher Bell. Bell with a crossover to the bottom. Took Bell's line away because it looked like Bell was starting to ride to the outside a little bit. Those couple corners right before Schneider pulled that slide job off on Christopher. Slides to the bottom, up in front of the 41 of Custer. Elliott's got about 5 lap cars now between him and Schneider.
Stay right.
And caution is out for the first time today at Dirt Bristol. Caution is out. Schneider was in the lead. He will pit. He was running low on fuel. He was actually on his way into the pits. So now everybody will hit the pit lane. So Schneider was in the lead. Caution waved. We had about 8 cars on the lead lap. 7 actually. Reddick would have been the first car a lap down. And it looks like, oh, what is going on? They're wrecking on the restart. Green flag back in the air. I don't know where we're scored. And for some reason, Schneider scored in 10th, now in 9th. The field is still stopped. I think they're trying to pit. Really tough to tell. McLeod's wrecking up the track. We continue to stay green. Schneider's back to second. Not sure who the leader is. More cars pitting. And now Schneider's back in the lead again. Well, that was very weird. At least 1 lap ahead of the field. Oh, Christopher Bell coming out of the pits just drills the 48 of Schneider. And we got another caution somewhere else around the racetrack. So caution's out again. Schneider's going to stay out of the pits again. Our second yellow of the race, becoming very weird. Schneider will lead the field to the green as we have just less than 100 to go. No restart this time around. Not sure who might be on the lead lap or who isn't on the lead lap. Green flag's back in the air. These guys are battling Schneider off the restart. Remember, Schneider had a good long run car earlier in the race, but short run maybe not so much. He's going to have to continue to kind of run his line. I don't know if we're a lap ahead, if it maybe put us back in the lead lap with everybody else. See, William Byron in 7th right behind us, so he's at least 1 lap down. At least, as Schneider pulls down right in front of him in the middle of the corner. Now, more cars pitting. Not everybody's pitting, but most cars are pitting. Stenhouse is loose on the apron of the racetrack trying to get up to speed. Hamlin is going to pull up, and now we got another caution. Cautions breeding cautions here at Dirt Bristol, our 3rd of the race. Schneider will lead the field back to the green again. Oh, man, just completely drifts up the track into turns 1 and 2, kind of over driving the race car. Denny Hamlin in 10th underneath him. Byron in 5th is a lap down. I don't know what's going on with the scoring. I don't know who's where anymore. I don't know who's on the lead lap or who isn't. That first caution really threw everything in for a loop. We were going to have to pit like very soon at the time of the yellow. Again, we were on our way into the pits as the caution waved. Luckily, we did not make our way into the pits yet, so no penalty. But yes, perfectly timing first caution for that aspect. But now that we keep getting cautions, breeding cautions, we've had 3 in the race. Not sure if anybody's on the same lap as Schneider or not. Schneider underneath the 16 of Gralla. Man, way down to the flat of the racetrack. I do have it on automatic transmission, this one, because I was wondering if it would downshift and help me. It actually feels like it spins the tires a little more when it does downshift, which is not surprising considering that, you know, most standardized cars that are meant for dirt racing are push started, so they're all 1 gear. There's no manual transmission. Late models might be manual transmission. I'm not sure. It could be a switch start though too, even though it's a push start. Well, I'm sure they probably all have a switch to shut the engine on or off, but
Still in.
like a
All
kill
clear.
switch. Contact with Cascarello off the exit of turn number 4. It blows around the 16 to Gralla down the back straightaway. Really picked that throttle up pretty well off the exit of turn 2. A pretty nice smooth ride for the 48 of Schneider as he leads the way at Dirt Bristol. Trying to get his 4th career win in 4 straight races in his rookie season. This only being his 7th career race total. And looking to continue to make history. Had to assume that he has led nearly the most laps in this race today. Not sure how many Chase Elliott led off the start. I know he qualified in the top 10.
Got one left. Still there. Clear all around.
Even if he led every lap before Schneider took the lead, Schneider took the lead at lap 92. Can't actually check any race stats as far as, can't check to see how many cautions there were. You really just kind of got to keep track. Even the interval could be messed up at times, but a lot of the time with the scoring after the race. So that's not always believable either, especially with the scoring issues on the racetrack. So it's just kind of hard to follow. We just kind of have to take it for what it is. Go back to the far chase cam for the rest of the race here. 66 laps to go.
One left. Clear all around. Got one left. Still inside. Clear all around.
Schneider to the inside of Chase Elliott off the exit of turn 4. Well, if he wasn't a lap down before, he definitely is now. Schneider slides up in front of Suarez, is very aggressive, trying to make the pass. Not only Suarez gets back by him, but Chase Elliott gets back down to the inside as well. Now they span and fan 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. Schneider going to have to let those guys go. Oh, Elliott gets into the left rear. Cody Ware knocks him up out of the way. Schneider stuck behind the 51 of Ware. Fans again, 3 wide to the top. Suarez crowds him a bit. And there was some contact made. Ooh, man, Chase Elliott starting to slide up the track a little bit. Schneider did come down, trying to pinch the 9 off at the same time. Teammates racing hard with one another, but trying to race clean. Not giving each other much room, but they're going to try to keep it off of each other at the same time. 23 of Bubba Wallace coming in. Schneider clears Elliott off turn 4. He'll go to the bottom of the racetrack to slide up in front of Wallace. Elliott to the outside in the corner. He's got to run down the back straightaway to try to get around Wallace there. William Byron's caught this group, and he is in line with his Hendrick teammates. Currently right behind Chase. And 35 laps to go at Dirt Bristol. Schneider trying to get his 4th career win. Schneider up high. Ty Dillon. Ryan Priest making it 3 wide and making it work. Boy, barely cleared Quinn Halp off the exit at turn 2. Halp was running wide. He didn't even have another car underneath him, but he did not give Schneider any room. Schneider in the wall. Not a lot of room with 2 JGR Toyotas underneath him of Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Busch making contact with Truex now. Schneider's just going to sit behind him. Heavy slap traffic during this green flag run. Contact with the 19 as they were 3 wide again. Schneider trying to get through there. He gets squeezed into the wall that time around. Oh, Eric Jones slid up the track right in front of Briscoe. That stacked him up. Schneider into the right rear of Ross Chastain. 30 to go. Made a lot of contact over the last couple laps. About as clean as a car could be on dirt. It's dirty as far as the dust and all the mud and the dirt caked onto the race car, but as far as damage goes, yes, he's made contact throughout the course of the day, but for the most part, he has gotten through this race very, very clean. We've had 3 cautions. He missed a couple spins with some pit road entries after the first yellow, but really the only carnage he's had to miss in the race. It was 4 wide on the outside on 2 occasions. Somehow never got into the wall and really never even made any contact with any drivers in the midst of it. There's some cars underneath him that made some contact at one time. They never found their way to drift up the track because it was on the straightaway. Which, I mean, it's on dirt. They still could have drifted up the track into the corner, but they didn't. They didn't let that break their momentum. Down to 25 laps to go this time by.
One left. Got one low. All clear.
Schneider again brushed the wall in the middle of 1 and 2. Looked like Denny Hamlin caught a piece of the wall off the exit of turn 4 as well. Hamlin running in 8th.
Clear, clear, clear. Stay right. All clear. Stay right. Stay high. Stay high. Clear, clear, clear. Got one left. 3 wide. 2 down there. Got one left. Clear, clear, clear. Got one left. All clear. Got one left. All right, keep it high.
Schneider got the car to cut in the middle of the corner. Burping the gas off the exit just to keep it off the wall.
Clear, clear. Stay right.
Hamlin slid up the track a little tight. 48 came down as well. As soon as he saw that, the pull clear of the 11 of Hamlin. What a race. Schneider's dominated. He's definitely going to go on to lead the most laps no matter what happens to the end at this point. Schneider's hoping it stays green. "21 laps away from the checkered flag this time by." Kurt Busch got into him midway down the front straightaway. Still going to stay to the outside off the exit of turn 2. Schneider sends it on Cody Ware. Slide job in 3 and 4. 20 to go at the line. "20 to go. 48 car out in front again." Just to put it in perspective, Alex Bowman had 4 wins in 2021 with this Ally 48 Hendrick Chevy team. Schneider's about to do that in his first 7 career races in this 2021 season. And he's about to win 4 in a row. Just something even Kyle Larson was not able to do in real life in 2021. He came close. He won 2 in a row 3 times. It's a feat that's only been done in NASCAR history 8 times. Schneider trying to make it 9. Only 6 of those times have been in the modern era.
Stay right. Clear, clear, clear. Stay right. Still inside. Still next to you. Clear, clear. Stay right. All right, hold your line.
Schneider on the outside of Michael McDowell.
Next to you. All clear.
Clears him off the exit of turn 4. 16 laps to go. Schneider doing good for himself. Kyle Larson's up to 4th place. So he has broken in the top 5. He's having a good day. Never led any laps. Hendrick Chevys have been so dominant this season, though. We mentioned Schneider's about on his way to winning 4 in a row as long as he stays out of trouble here these last 15 laps. But
Clear, clear, clear.
Byron won a race before that. And then you look at a race today, well, yes, Schneider has led a lot of laps. Remember, Chase Elliott led a lot of laps early. He led about 90 laps. Led up to lap 92 before Schneider took the lead. Schneider's led nearly every lap since. Again, there was a random hydration under the first caution that we were actually back in 10th, but then everybody pit within the first 2 laps after the green flag, so we were back in the lead again. But Byron was in 6th last we saw, so all 4 Hendrick cars in the top 6 as we run. Ooh, contact. Who's that? I think it was Logano and LaJoie got together. More shade covering the racetrack, seems like, down the back straightaway and on corner entry into turn 3. Trying to clip the 16 of Gralla. So Harvick would be in danger of going at least 2 laps down right here. At least. Oh, he almost turned him. Great save by Harvick. Down the front straightaway and into turn 1. Schneider tried to pull up in line behind the 4 on the front straightaway, and he just about turned him. Man, Harvick had a handful there. 10 to go.
Stay right. Clear, clear. Stay right. Clear all around. 3 wide, 2 down there.
We might never do this again in this game in general, let alone on the career mode too.
Keep it high. Still next to you.
Win 4 races in a row. I mean, that's tough to do. It's how tough it was in NASCAR Heat 5 to do it once in our final career mode season. This is our rookie season, but nothing comes easy with this game. And to be on the right side of really luck. He's had fast cars in each of the last 3 races, but Atlanta, he probably didn't have a race-winning car, but he had a top 10, maybe top 5 car. Today, he had a race-winning car in the long run. So at least, races that cautions could have dictated something. Yes, it made it easier for us, but Schneider's had a fast car. Phoenix, he had probably the fastest car in the field that day as well. And that was short run, long run, it didn't seem to matter. Las Vegas, I'd probably say same thing like Atlanta. Maybe had a top 10 car. I'd probably say out of all 4 wins for Schneider, assuming he gets the checkered flag today at Dirt Bristol at Vegas, his first career win was probably one that was solely based on strategy. Knowing the game's flaws and played it to his advantage. And that's one thing, too. The more I play this game, the more I know what the AI is going to do. Oh, my goodness. 3 wide that time. Schneider just stuffed into the wall by Ty Dillon. Austin Dillon was underneath him. Schneider got hung up on him off turn 4 there as well. 5 laps to go here at Dirt Bristol. Schneider gets into the right rear of Ty Dillon again. 4 to go. Schneider's lucky he didn't have a tire go down. He got squeezed into the wall by Ty Dillon. And they were 3 wide. Austin Dillon was underneath him. Everybody just ran out of room as everyone was washing up the track. 3 to go. Schneider on the inside of the 3. Try to make the pass down there. I don't think he's going to be able to. If he does, it's going to be because the 52 is there. And he does slide up in front of not only Austin Dillon, but it's because he was able to pull a slide job on the 52 of Balicki. Almost got the wall because he got back in the gas a little too soon. Larson has just passed Kevin Harvick for position up to 3rd. So now Hendrick Motorsports runs 1, 2, 3 with 2 laps to go. So Larson makes a late pass on Harvick for 3rd. He's the next car in line behind the 48 now. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go at Dirt Bristol for Keegan Schneider. It doesn't matter whether it's a short track, intermediate, asphalt, or dirt. Schneider's going to make his way into 3 and 4 one final time. Checkered flag will be waving on the other side. Career win number 4. 4 in a row. And he's going to drift across the finish line. Schneider wins at Dirt Bristol. What a victory. Dominating fashion, leading over half the race. And randomization of the finishing order says that we won by 2 laps. Not randomization of the finishing order, but randomization of the amount of laps we were able to gain on the field. We gained 2 laps and we really shouldn't have gained any. Especially in the short run. Elliott was really fast early on. That first caution we had, he probably would have actually, if he wouldn't have lost a lap because of the caution, I guess that he probably, well, we lost a lap under the first caution, then they pit under the green, so then they lost 1 lap, and then we passed him back. So I guess that was ultimately the only lap Elliott lost. Other drivers lost other laps, obviously, because Larson and third finished 4 down. But and he wins at his favorite track since growing up as a kid. To do it on dirt makes it special as well, because that is what he grew up racing. Quarter midgets, go-karts, they grew up racing on dirt, so a pretty cool race to win. And I did not see this coming today. We were 6th in practice speed, and a lot of that was because we were not good on the short run, but after about 30 to 40 laps, the car was starting to take off, and you saw it in that opening run. We went about 131 laps, I think, for the first caution. Came out at lap 131. Then we had 3 kind of like back to back to back. And then that was it. Then we went 102 laps to the end. We had a good long run car. We were able to pull away there. So, unbelievable. 4 wins in a row. And we got another 50% race coming up next at Martinsville. We've won the first 3. It'll be the 4th and final 50% race of the season. Will be the next race again at Martinsville. We'll take a look at the standings. More points gained for the regular season title. Kyle Larson with that third place finish still leads the regular season standings. But Keegan Schneider is now highest of anybody with a win. Again, he's got 4 wins this season. Those are his only 4 top 5s. 387 laps led this season. Again, 3 laps extra were led at, what race was it? Second race of the year at the, it was Homestead, third race of the year. Led 3 laps, so we had to simulate to the finish of the race. What happened? Oh, yeah, we had that pace car glitch, so we had to simulate to the end of the race. That's what it was. And we finished 22nd, but it didn't calculate the 3 laps we led in the middle of the race. So 387 laps led. 20 playoff points already. 7 races in. We're going to go for this title this rookie season. We have not hit that rough stretch like we did in the custom schedule season. I think we had 2 rough stretches in the custom schedule season. We had one at the very start of the year that was brief. It was only 5 races. Then we had a stretch of 9 or 10 races consecutively where it was pretty rough in the middle of the season for the custom schedule season as of me recording this. But as far as, the career mode goes, though, we DNF'd to the Daytona 500, rough start there. And then we DNF'd at Homestead because of the pace car glitch. And we finished, 22nd in that race, 20th at Daytona Road Course. So 3 finishes of 20th or worse. You could say that's rough, but we made it to the end of one of them. And we were competitive in the other 2. We led laps in both of them. I'm trying to think. Now that I think about it, I think we've led laps in every race this season. I know we led a couple in the Daytona 500. I think we had, 7 laps led in that race, if I remember right, from what the stats were. I'd have to go back at the end of the stream and look, if I even checked at the end of the stream. But there was that. There was a bunch of... Yeah, Daytona Road Course... no, I didn't lead at Daytona Road Course, that's right. That was the only race I did not lead a lap, would have been the Daytona Road Course. I don't remember leading there. So, outside of the Daytona Road Course, we have led every single race this season. We've led on every oval this season. We've won the last 4. That's just amazing. But next race at Martinsville, we'll see what we can do. Up to 4th in the regular season standings. So, we're coming for Larson. It's going to be tough because we're teammates. We got the same equipment, but we'll see. We'll see if we can beat him for the regular season title. Get an additional 15 playoff points. That will be big. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I'll see you guys next time.